And that is why it's very important not to allow the seed of anger and violence to be watered every day. There are ways to do that. And in the Dharma discussion, we can discuss how to prevent the seed of anger to be watered every day. And everyone has experiences. And then in a Dharma discussion, we may discuss as how for the seed of mindfulness, the seed of joy, the seed of compassion to be watered every day. And the Sangha is a place where we learn. We put into the practice what we learn. If you have a family, your partner, your children will profit from the practice. You can organize so that your family become a unit, a practice unit. You know how to help yourself, your partner, and your children to avoid watering the seed of violence and anger and fear. And every day you organize so that the seed of joy, understanding, compassion be watered many times. This is a problem of organization. You can organize your practice. And your practice may be very natural. It does not look as a practice, but it's a real practice. We have our intelligence. We need to use our intelligence in order to organize our daily life, the daily life of our family, so that we can take good care of the seed in here. And the practice is called the practice of selective watering. This word we have invented in Plum Village. You water only the good seeds, and you refrain from water the negative seeds in you. When your child consumes television 3 hours a day, he might bring a lot of poisons into himself or herself. Because the TV programs they are consuming may contain a lot of anger and violence. You allow your child to intoxicate herself. That's not good for her. That's not good for you. That's not good for our society. If we allow these items of consumption to water the seed of discrimination, of hate, that good not for his profit, for our own profit, and for the profit of our society. And this must be arranged now. You have your insight. As from now on, we organize our life in such a way that can protect us, that can protect members of our family, our friends. Because our suffering, our happiness depend entirely on the seeds we have in our star consciousness. And although our children are still very young, we can sit down with them and discuss about this. They are able to understand. In the last few years, every summer we had children sitting with us in Dharma talks. And the children show the capacity of understanding. They understand all these things. They are ready to cooperate with us. We have to treat them equally. That help them to to be aware, to be responsible. They know that they have a role to play in the happiness of the family and society. They grow much quicker, much more quickly. The practice of selective watering can bring forth results in very, very quickly. 1 hour of practice can make a big difference already. Look at the person you love. She has all kinds of seeds in herself. She has her talent, her joy, her suffering, her anger. So if you water her anger, well, in 5 minutes, you see. You bring the worst out of her. But if you know how to water the seed of her compassion, her joy, her understanding, then she will bloom like a flower just after 20 minutes of practice. And that is for her to enjoy herself. And that is for you to enjoy herself also. Believe me, the practice of selective watering can bring results very quickly. And you can do it. You are just telling the truth. Because that person has many good seeds in her, in him. And if you recognize these good seeds and you say, darling, you are wonderful. You can do this, you can do that. And then you water the seed of confidence, self-confidence in her. And she'll be the source of happiness, not only for her, for him, but for you also. That person is your garden. And you are the gardener. You should learn the art of flower watering. In every one of us, there are flowers, there are also garbage. If you water the garbage, you get the garbage. Garbage is the anger, the fear, the discrimination, the jealousy. The flower is compassion, understanding, love. Up to you, up to the gardener. You are a gardener. You have to take care of your own garden. And you might have to master the art of gardening. In fact, you have 2 gardens. Your own garden here, and the person you love. If you don't know how to water, to practice selective watering of your own garden, but you don't have enough, you won't have enough wisdom in order to help watering the flowers in the other person. So the garden is in yourself. You have to cultivate your garden well, and you will help cultivating his garden, her garden. And believe me, a week of practice can make a big difference. And you are intelligent enough, more than enough, to do the work. You have to take the situation in hands. You should not allow the situation to out of your control. You can do it. Every time you practice walking meditation, investing your mind, your body into every step.